Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Stellaris, the life-seeded series. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 14. It's year 2395, and I did a little bit of digging with regards to psionics, and it turns out that if you are any sort of materialist, you cannot get the research option. That's why we were looking at all repeatable technologies in the society key and not being able to get it. So that makes total sense. So given that that's where we're at, when we have Master Builders and Galactic Wonders, we're down to the last two slots, which we can really do anything we want to with. So if we want to take some kind of Ascension, then we have two choices. We can either go with a Synthetic Ascension, or which would give us the flesh is weak, so robot upkeep and pop assembly speed plus 33%. Or we can go with Engineered Evolution and grab modification points. Because I'm playing this species sort of in a role-playing way where we started on a Gaia world and we can't colonize anything else, so we wanted to make friends with as many different species as possible and have them colonize the galaxy. So we're trying to do this in a very egalitarian fashion. It makes more sense to me to go with the Engineered Evolution, so that's what we're going to do. Boom. Sometimes evolution needs a nudge in the right direction. So we're going to do that. And then that's going to give us a chance to go adjust some of, well, all of our species really. And we can start with ourselves if we want to. Valorum Empire. I mean, we have 5 trait points left, so we can pick a bunch of different stuff. Let's go down the line and look at what we really want. I think if we're going to dominate the galaxy, taking physics research from jobs might be a really good idea. Because then when it comes to repeatable techs, we're going to constantly be grabbing this energy damage and attack speed, energy weapon attack speed, and both of these are particles, but they both fall under physics. These are two repeatables. It's either that or society, because society has a bunch of good ones too. Naval capacity, admin capacity, starbase capacity, and to a lesser extent a few of the other things. But so getting a bonus here would also be good. This is the least useful one down below. So I'm not sure there. So let's go back to species and take a look. Valorum. Yeah, right there. Create template. So if we grabbed, either want natural physicist or I want natural sociologist, and I'm just not sure about that. Let's take a look at the rest of it. Habitability is not a big deal. Pop growth speed would be nice. Then we can move some of our people around. For us, it's not a big deal because we're kind of confined to our Gaia world. Unity from jobs. Always get Empire Sprawl from pops. That's not as big of a hit for us because we're small. There's only 50 of our pops. That's not as big of a deal. It's going to be a bigger deal for some of the other ones. Pop housing usage could be good. Governing ethics attraction on everybody might be kind of nice. Pop consumer goods upkeep. Yeah, I'd like to have that. Leader lifespan. That might be worth it. I want one of these research ones. I'm going to make my guys here. Yeah. We can always make some other people physics researchers too. We're going to choose that. Leader experience gain. We're going to grab that. I got one more pick left, so we should use it on something too. Empire Sprawl from pops is just not as big of a deal. Pop growth. Pop housing usage. Amenities from jobs. Governing ethics attraction. That shouldn't be a concern with my own people, I would think. Trade value from jobs. Everybody's always working clerk jobs. There are always work clerk jobs. Let's do that. Create that template and apply that. Then we'll be doing some more of that for some of the other species. We'll engineer everybody. In the meantime, influence. Over here we have the matter decompressor being built. Over here we have not enough for the next frame on the ring world. So we can try to get there. It's gonna take a little work.
Genetic improvement project
Alright,
concluded.
let's do some more of that. Who, if we organize this by pops, who's got the most? Oh, well, our robots. Oh, the Stakashi, they're number 1. Okay, let's modify their template then. Ah, we have a lot of them, don't we? Okay, trade value from jobs. See, I like that because we have so much trade value to be jacked up. Pop growth from immigration and resettlement costs. Let's see that. All of our Stakashi.
Situation log updated.
And then pop size. Empire sprawl from pops is the other thing I need to be looking at to reduce. Alright, civilian factories. See, now we can get clone vets if we really want certain planets to grow really fast. Pop growth speed 33%. That could be advantageous. Because these are easily replaced by something else later. I have to do that. I'm gonna have to start plopping those down on places that don't have them yet.
Genetic improvement project.
Alright, genetic improvement project. Let's see who's next. Stakashi. Oh yeah, these guys. Half Emeterian. Let's modify their template. What's the one? Governing ethics, attraction, amenities. Pop growth from pop housing usage. Where's the Empire Sprawl one? What's it look like? What is the thing that it looks like? Do they already have it? Natural sociologists, docile, rapid breeders. Adaptive, thrifty, trade value from jobs, engine. Oh, I can make them intelligent, that'd be nice. Minerals from jobs, energy credits. Do they not have that option? Traditional. Amenities from jobs, governing ethics, attraction. Huh. Okay, I don't see it for them. Pop consumer goods upkeep. We only got 2 picks here, so intelligent. There's a whole bunch of them, so the odds of some of them working some research jobs is probably pretty high. And if I'm too lazy to go actually check and make sure, so I'm gonna grab that. And then since I only got 1 pick left, so I'm gonna try to pick something that takes 2. Governing ethics, attraction. Yes, let's all stay on my ethics, please. So I'll do
Situation
that.
log updated.
Eco Monopolis. It's still having some deviancy problems here, isn't it? Crime. Well, let's put another one down. Let's do clone vats. Let's do crime. More research. Alright, these are all repeatables except for that. Almost into full repeatables for those guys. I need to get my construction ships on.
Genetic improvement project concluded.
We have all this genetic improvement to keep doing. The Yanari. Okay, so there's a bunch of them. We basically switched them over to be continental preference. So the half Stakashi. Let's create this template for them. Governing ethics, attraction. Pop growth. Empire sprawl from pops is this little rat looking thing. Oh, docile. So that's what that species already had. Okay, so docile. Empire sprawl from pops. Oh, heck yeah. Let's do that. So we got trait points left and 2 picks. So we got something that take 1. Either pop housing usage or pop growth from immigration. I always still like growth. So let's take that. Let's apply that to all their peoples.
Situation log updated.
That sounds wonderful.
Project concluded.
Okay, construction ship. You are a gateway constructor, and you're there. Did you build that gateway?
Another day,
Yes,
another
you did.
scientific breakthrough.
And it's currently building that. So the next place I want you to build a gateway is over here. Another scientific breakthrough. Rising unemployment. Hold on. Cormagus Prime. Where is Cormagus Prime? Where are you at? It's on CF. Cormagus Prime. Okay, institute the increased benefit, but then how many unemployed pops do they have? 4? Okay, so you just need more jobs. Take care of that. Let's go through and make sure we don't have an unemployment problem going on here. Tech World. This is a forge world. Needs some more jobs.
Genetic improvement project.
This is a mining world that's quickly turned into a research world. I need to switch this over. Tech. They need more jobs. And right here, these guys need a whole lot more jobs than they have. Wow. Got that. Got lots of stuff there before we gotta start worrying about other problems. Here, they have all the basics. We can give them a galactic stock exchange, or we can give them a clone vat first. This place, clone vats for you would be good. This place, you just don't have a job yet, do you? We can upgrade that. You can have
research concluded.
Alright, research. Energy weapon attack speed. Gene warrior army, please. Elgate insights are cheap. Let's just get them off there. We'll take those marauder missiles first, though. Alright. People who don't have jobs are getting jobs built. This place right here. This is not a full bastion, which is bad. It doesn't have a lot of defense here, but we can still do this. We can still put a defense grid supercomputer down on it and start building defenses. And that one. Some of these are just little blockers. This is a bigger deal right here. This is going to be a problem because this is where he's been claiming all of our systems is over here. So we have to be prepared at this system here at Perquim. We have to be prepared to knock him back because he's going to come in here and try to do this. This is a little different. This was just trade, and so we're going to put anchorage on it. Some silos. And this was a gateway, and we said just protect
Research
it.
concluded.
Gene warrior army, that didn't take long. We still are under starbase count for now, while we're trying to get all our defenses set up.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Another scientific breakthrough. Deep space black site. That's not what I really need, though. What I want and what I need are two different things. Cha-ching! Something went off. Let's go explosive weapon, attack speed, or armor hit points. I'd rather have armor hit points. Resolution has been passed. Minor research essentials. Yeah, great. These guys have closed their border to us. The Imithurians. They are no longer happy with us because people in their thing are no longer happy with us, and we don't have any envoys going. We have 2 envoys working with them, and they're still unhappy. Well, too bad. You could be part of our empire, or you can, you know, get crushed. Whatever you want. They have up here the Uri Divine Confederation, I think is also part of, yes, their Zikmok Star Dominion, so. There's gonna be a fight. Where you going to pick a fight? I think that's gonna happen. Let's take a look at fleets, make sure where we are with these guys. Let's look at the fleet manager. They're at 176, so we said let's get some more of these big bad boys in here. Can we do that? Yeah. Yeah, we can. Don't need these destroyers. I'd rather have these destroyers be
Project concluded.
retrofit them with the point defense ones. going to be more important. So, second fleet, same kind of deal. Let's boost you up with more battleships. And let's take, you have extra point defense there. Great. And third fleet. Let's give you... Get everybody as maxed as we can, because we gotta be ready to do this. I've got the influence, now I just don't have the alloys. Let's get the alloys. Okay, so construction ship. Who are a mega structure when you're done building there? Because we have that mega structure and we're just sitting on it. You are that guy, Patch. Yeah, why don't you do that? How much is that going to cost? Gateway construction in the Diglon system. How much is that going to cost you? 56. Do it. Go to Diglon.
Research concluded.
Diglon Alley. Alright, so there's a gateway constructed in Diglon. So now, in Diglon, what we can do is say, we got trade being collected from here and going straight off. So we need to build this. No. You're going straight to there now. There we go. And you don't have to go up that way. You should be going through there. You should be going him. Good. You should be going... Yes. And you should be going to there. Great. Now, what I need is... upgrade that. Energy weapon attack speed. Keep improving our shields too. So we'll build a starbase here that'll collect the trade from here and also shoot it through that gateway. Mega structures. You don't have any more mega structures to build, except for we're going to move you over there because the next one you're going to build is going to be a Dyson sphere. You are a gateway builder, and we said build you right there, and that's a really smart thing for you to do for 100 influence. So build you there, build you up Buttercup,
Construction project.
and you're right there. Okay. Want you to also be building a gateway. Build it right here. Build it on that side where it's close to these guys, so when a fleet comes here, the first thing you can do is start fighting these guys. Oh, and we're gonna need more naval capacity, which means more of these. First things you get to build strongholds. We need to just start raising up some of our strongholds. These cost what? Moats to upgrade. This is a refinery planet. We need to make sure that probably for every 3 of these we need a commercial zone in here we can upgrade and provide a lot of jobs with. What is this world? It's also a refinery. So chemical plants for him.
Research concluded.
What do we have here? Research. More starbase capacity and admin capacity and naval capacity. Yes, all those things. Kinetic weapon damage. Kinetic weapon damage. Okay, let's finish you out. We're almost done with you, and then we can start getting into the really cool edicts. What are we at? We're at minus for rare crystals. Well, and that's what you're gonna make, is rare crystals. You can have and you have come down here and said, hey, I'm largely done.
Construction project concluded.
I've got everything I need, except I even have a galactic stock exchange and a research institute. So just put some more synthetic crystal plants down. there. And you, hole filler, do that. System contains a gateway that we could use to go upgrade it. So let's think about that. The Silicron Manifold. Bunch of punks. Let's see, what's their armor look like? Their fleet power is equivalent to us. Oh ho ho! So they've been preparing this whole time. That concerns me. Just a little bit. So this one, just made that. He's going up there, good. He's doing what he's supposed to. So now we can say, yeah, it's all collecting here at 3,000. That's nice. It's a decent little chunk. It's getting there. There are people on a Facebook Stellaris group that I belong to that like to post pictures of their massive fleets or their massive amount of trade or whatever. And you're like, wow, how'd you get that much? Oh, well, I'm playing with mods. You know what? If you're playing with mods that affect the gameplay, don't even bother. I don't want to hear from you. I don't. You've jury-rigged the system. So why would I care that you have something that looks impressive? It's not. You faked it. It's just, I hate that. Look what I did. Yeah, I basically cheated to get there, so why would I care? You know, impress me with the base game. You know, yeah, I've got mods. They're graphical visual mods, and you know how I know that they're okay? They don't affect Steam achievements. They just adjust. Oh, right, we're #1. That's cool. It's like, yeah, because the outliner kind of sucks. So, you know, fortunately you can adjust that and it doesn't disable Steam achievements and you know you're not cheating. But don't throw all those cheater mods at me and then tell me, yeah, man, I created this awesome fleet and I've got like 8 bazillion gigapower on it. You know, it's whatever, cheater. You know, if you want to, I have nothing against people playing with mods that alter games in significant ways that basically amount to cheating. Do it. Do it and have fun. If you want to run Thomas the Train in Skyrim, do it. If that's what gets your rocks off, by all means do that. But don't post that like you're some genius that made this awesome fleet or 40 bazillion trade credits because you got a mod doing the work for you. That doesn't count. That's like saying, yeah, man, I ran the Boston Marathon in 27 minutes and 32 seconds. I was in a car, but I crossed the finish line in 27 minutes. Nobody cares. Nobody who actually runs that race, who trains year round for that race, is going to give 2 craps about you taking a car to the finish line. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody cares. You didn't do anything special. You did nothing special, and then you post it like you did something special. It's like, no. All it does is just everybody just like I like, yeah, like you are just kind of a tool, man. Just kind of a fool. It's like that's not special. You know, the whole point of that, the whole point of boasting is that you did something that very few people could do. You did something that 1% of people could do. That's the point of boasting, is to be like, you know what, I took this system that's really hard to do this thing in and I did something extraordinary with it. Show me a good boast. I will bow down to every good boast that I see, because I'm not good at doing a lot of things that I see some people do with this game and other games. And so yes, if you have a great boast, post it. I want to see it. But don't post your boast and then say, and then when it seems like an unreal boast, when it doesn't. The point of posting a boast is you did something that 1% of people could do. But now you have people posting boasts and it looks like not only did 1% of people not be able to achieve that, it looks like 1/1000th of 1% couldn't achieve that. you immediately become suspicious. Like, how did you get those numbers? And then we find out that your boast is the result of modification. Don't post that. That's not a boast. That's not a boast at all. That's saying, hey, I cheated the system. I installed a mod and it got these inflated numbers. Yeah, we know. Anybody can do that. That's not a boast. That's something that 100% of players can do, is install that mod and get those numbers. So don't do that. Don't think you're going to impress me with something that 100% of people can do. You're going to impress me when you show me something that 1% of people can do, or 5% of the people can do. Show me that. I want to see that boast. That's what I want to see. Yeah, by all means, boast away. Just make it a real boast. Don't make it a fake boast. Fake boasting is just ludicrous. It's just so silly. I did this thing with mods. It's like, this is my date. I paid her $1,000 tonight. Okay, buddy. Yeah. Okay. Good boast there, dude. I don't think that showed off what you were hoping it would. Oh, so anyways, we're in the age of the internet and Facebook and fake boasting, and it irks me. Maybe I'm an old fussy man, but it just irks me. It's like, it's not a real boast. Back in my day,
Construction project concluded.
when we walked to school 3 miles in the snow, uphill, both ways. Back in my day, we knew how to boast. We knew what a boast was. I remember. Here's one of the great boasts I've ever seen, that I've ever witnessed firsthand.
Research concluded.
And this is the kind of boast that I love. I took excuse me, let me cough this out here. I took weightlifting classes in high school. It was my first period class. And I found out I could squat pretty good. I could squat quite a bit of weight. So for a little 175-pound skinny kid in a weightlifting class, to be able to squat 275 pounds, 300 pounds was a really big deal. Well, there was a kid in my same class. His name was Tom Nibbler, and Nibbler had big, huge thighs. And he didn't look like it. He just looked like every other geek in school, you know, who worked on the school paper. We both did. We both worked on the school paper, even though we didn't hang out in the same social circles. But Mr. Nibbler was, as I recall, was just a really good squatter. And he could squat even more than me, at least 30 pounds more than me. He was really impressive. And I just thought that was awesome. But that's not the boast. The boast is there was a kid in the class above us. So I think we were juniors at the time, and this guy was a senior. And Nibbler and I are both probably around the 6 foot mark. I was 6 foot at the time. I think he probably was, or if not, he was close. And this other kid was shorter. I think he was probably 5'10" if he was standing on a book. You know, he was a short dude, but he was an upperclassman. He's a year ahead of us. He's a senior. He's a short little white dude, about 5'10", but he could squat like a mofo. And he goes in there and he wraps his knees and he puts the belt on and he squats like 1 rep, 500 pounds. Boom. And then I remember immediately after that, our weightlifting room, like most in high school, are right next to the indoor basketball court, the gymnasium. And he runs into the gymnasium, goes through the door, out the weight room, into the gymnasium, grabs a basketball and jumps up and dunks it. One-handed, 5'10" white guy who can squat 500 pounds goes out and dunks this basketball clean. And I could barely touch the rim. There's no way I was dunking a ball. I was blown away. I mean, that to me is the epitome of a boast. That is how you boast that you can do something. That is a 1% boast right there, man. I'm like, you show me, you line up all the 5'10" white boys who are seniors in high school, and you show me the ones who can dunk. Because I'm telling you, if it ain't 1% or less, I'll be blown away. I was amazed. That's just awesome. I just remember seeing that, just being absolutely blown away. And to me, that was a boast. And here you have these Stellaris players with all these mods, and basically what they're doing is they're dunking the basketball and saying, dude, look at me, I dunked. And we're looking and going, dude, you're standing on a 6-foot-high ladder. Knock it off. Nobody's impressed. You know? So stop with the boasting when you've got 1,000 mods installed, or even when you got one mod installed that like gives you everything. You know, hey, I've got super giga structures installed. I'm not impressed. You've got a mod. I'm not impressed. I don't care. Impress me with the game. Impress me with your ability to destroy this game without mods. That's the other thing. So many people play. I play on Grand Admiral. I play on Grand Admiral. Okay. I thought it was really interesting because finally yesterday I saw a post where somebody said, how the heck do you keep up with military early in the game playing on Grand Admiral? And this guy says, even if I focus everything in my empire on alloy production at the expense of everything else, running red and everything else, I still can't keep up with them. And finally, somebody who I feel like wasn't playing with mods answered, and he's like, the answer is you don't. The answer is in Grand Admiral's a different game. You're not going to beat anybody early because they have such a huge bonus advantage. The AI isn't smarter with Grand Admiral. They get giant bonuses to production. So what happens on Grand Admiral, he says, is you have to turtle up with choke points and bastions and hope to make some friendly neighbors to protect you. It's a game where you're going to wait until you're powerful enough to fight back, because Grand Admiral gives all the AI a significant advantage in the game that you don't have. So I thought that was like the first really good, honest answer I'd heard from anybody about Grand Admiral that clearly was from somebody who didn't use mods to play the game. Because everybody else's answer is, use mods. I use mods. Well, then, what's the point? You know? I beat the game on Grand Admiral all the time, but I use mods. Nobody cares. I don't care about that answer. That doesn't help me. That doesn't make you a superior player. It makes you a mod user. You know, it's just like evolutionary mastery. That's our last thing. In the beginning, when I first started playing Stellaris, one of the things I like to do was I like to grab things like the ones that help against the end game crisis. Excuse me. I like to use the things that helped against the end game crisis. I like to use the Colossal Project sometimes. Let's see where it's. Yeah. So this is an interesting one. This is really interesting. Since we're playing Life Seeded and we love Gaia worlds, we could take World Shaper. Terraform cost minus 20% allows us to terraform worlds into Gaia worlds. And then we could move pops around really freely because it wouldn't matter what their biome was. Everybody would love it. I'm really tempted to do this instead of evolutionary mastery because I'm not sure I care so much about this. I'm not sure this is going to buy me so much. This seems really cool and seems kind of to role play along with this life-seeded species. So, yeah. But a lot of times I like to take things like Galactic Force Protection, Defender of the Galaxy, damage to endgame crisis factions. I've liked to take those before, and Galactic Contender. So when I'm more war-focused, I really like those, but mega structures are so cool. So that's what I've tended to do in later gameplays, is tend towards just grabbing the mega structure stuff and not worrying so much about being Galactic Contender and damage to endgame crisis and all that. I like this World Shaper. We're gonna do this just because, you know, there's always the next game where you can do something else. That's the great thing about Stellaris. There's always the next game. So we're gonna grab World Shaper. We're gonna do this. We're gonna terraform some worlds. And the cool thing is now that we have that, we should start getting access to these edicts when we get, what do we need? 54,000. So when our Unity gets built up, we're gonna start using some of those. World shipper. Yeah, let's go see what it costs to build some of our worlds into Gaia worlds. So for instance, let's go look at some of our more populous planets, like here on Kuma. Anything that has a lot of people, over 100 people here. And for instance, it's got a very diverse population. So you know there's some people taking negatives because they're not on their favorite biome. So if we terraform this into a Gaia world where everybody loves it, how long is that going to take? How much was it going to? I was going to look at the cost, and then I went and did it without looking. So here's another world we can do it. Terraform. What's it cost for a Gaia world? It costs 5,000. So that's kind of nice. That's not too bad. So we can transform some of these worlds. I like this. Any of these really big worlds here. And then these become... then everybody that's working on them is going to enjoy working there, because they're like, I'm living on the best world, man. I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life with mods. I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I'm not sure I'm ever going to get over that. I just think it's the dumbest thing. It's like, oh my gosh, look at what I did with mods. Okay. Would you like some chocolate milk with that? You know, it just kills me. This makes me laugh. And I'm sure there's some people watching this right now, watching this channel, who are like throwing their food at their screen. You're such a jerk, Colors. Mods are cool. Hey, I didn't say mods aren't cool. Man, you should. I got like 200 mods loaded up in Skyrim to make it, but I make the game harder. I don't make it easier. I make it harder. You know, dragons are harder, encounters are harder. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty there is. I'm playing on legendary. You have to camp. I got Frostfall installed. You get cold. The weather can kill you. You know, I got all that stuff going on. But yeah, I love mods, man. Mods are the whole reason I keep playing Skyrim like a decade later. Because mods are great, but using mods to boast with is not so great. It's just not. It's cool. Engineering research. Okay, so let's take a look at our research systems here. This system here, Kuma Prime, has one research in it, and it's got a research governor, which is good. Our homeworld has a research governor. This Hawkeye Prime has a research governor, which is fantastic. And down here, this system does not. So we're going to replace him with a research governor. And then we're going to go to the system that didn't have a governor. This guy's got crime. You're going to be gone in a minute. I can't have that. Okay, so you are on Ranction Prime. So where is Ranction? Right here. Oh, it's all by itself, and it's consumer goods and mining. Okay, so it's one planet all by itself. So it can grab a governor that we can either use the governor that we ditched and say, yes, take a bite out of crime. And then where was that crime guy? Right here. He is in a refinery world place, and there's finally enough refineries on here. I don't know, switch it over to miners or refinery. We'll leave it there. We're gonna replace you though. I can't have you doing that. Building cost, that's fine. Yeah, we'll use that. And then we'll go to leaders and we'll say, you know what, I'm not paying you a salary anymore. Crime boss, get out of here. So alright, are we done with all the ranting? Are we ready to move on and play the game? Maybe. Sometimes I just gotta rant. Sometimes rants just have to happen. The things we're short on are vault emotes and crystals still. We're probably going to be forever. Those are the things. Let's see. Fleet command limit. Yes, please keep doing that. And synthetic crystal plants. I should put gases down every now and then. We're going to need them. Yeah, and a galactic stock exchange on every single one of these planets too. That's what's... The galactic stock exchange really helps build up here. Trade. It's powerful stuff. Clone vats. Alrighty. How do we feel about that? How does it feel to be frozen? Ice is nice. Ick, buddy. I really need to watch that movie. I feel like I need to watch Real Genius like every week now. Just as an antidote for the stupidity of the world that's happening around us. It feels like there's a lot of dumb happening. And watching a comedy about smart people seems like a good antidote. Federation level unlocked. Yes. So now we get diplomatic weight from tech. Yeah. Rare technologies. Already unlocked by another Federation member appear twice at the normal rate. And Federation research agreements have their research speed increased by 5. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm really liking that Federation type. I need to go dig in and make sure that I understand all the different Federation types, because that's just really cool stuff. Very much dig it. He's doing it. He's not digging it. Gateway constructed. Sibaran. If you can guess the quote from that movie. Ed Harris was in it. So that gateway construction site's ready. Awesome. Ed Harris, my man. Let's see. I need another. Concluded. I need a space station right here. In the Ranction system. So fine. Ranction, and that is. Yep, that gateway's good there too. Okay, so guys. Next gateway that I want you to build is right here. Move there. Da-da-da.
Research concluded.
And keep building power. We're behind on food. That's a surprise. I need to grab this research, and it's 2 slots away. So I'd have to put 2 trade hubs on here, which might be okay. Might be able to do that. Let's see if we can do that. Because I'm not even sure we're going to get enough time or allies to build the bastions fully on these things. I guess we could get started. Well, we can't get started on that one. This one we can. I'm going to get defenses built. Ion cannon, that costs 2,000. And if we do like this, 9. So we got 1 of everything, and then go for like armor hull from range and kinetic from range, or kinetic from range. So that's going to be full. That'll be cool. Yeah, I think sometimes when I rant about that, mods and boasting, I think people maybe get the wrong impression that I don't like boasting. I think boasting's great. Just make it a good boast. Make it a legitimate good boast. That is something that can be appreciated. You know?
Research concluded.
It's like standing at the half court line and saying, I can make 3 in a row. Really? Show it to me. Well, if they do it, that's great. I'm going to be blown away. I'm going to be like, I'm buying you a beer. That was not only an awesome boast, you came through with it, man. But don't tell me, yeah, I can sink 3 from half court after I run up and do a lay-in. That's a lay-in. It's not a half court shot. It doesn't count. You're not boasting. You're making yourself look like a fool. Boast, by all means, boast. Just make it a good, legitimate boast. Impress us. That's the thing. You get on those Facebook message boards, and Stellaris seems to be rife with people using mods and then trying to boast about it. It's like, that's some really impressive trade you got there. Yeah, I got all these mods. It's like, dude. Okay, great. You've got, 600,000 energy credits or whatever you have. At that point in time, I don't care. You're playing a different game than I am. Why would that impress me? Why? Would that impress me? Hint. Narrator's voice. It doesn't. It did not impress. What are we doing here? Yeah, exotic gases are getting down to 10s now because we're finally using them, so I feel like we have to be responsible and start putting them on some worlds here. Because these use them, exotic gases, as soon as we start upgrading research facilities. We need some more food. So which one of our foodie planets are not cranking out the food anymore? Let's go look at our ring world. Where are we at with that? Because that would solve that problem in a half second. Ring world, we have plenty to upgrade the frame, so let's start doing that. Let's start working on that. Because turning one of the rings into a food ring basically solves all your food problems for all time. And that is a sight to behold. Governor gaining a trait. What is this? Diplomatic communication. The Free Bos Pachu has broken off their migration treaty with us. The Free Bos Pachu? Really? Oh, well. You know, we're in the Federation together. Why would you want to do that? It's your loss. Your loss. I'm the one building all the Gaia worlds. I'm the one building a strong empire for the future of this galaxy. I'm the one doing all the work. You can sit over there in the corner and do nothing. Pout if you want to. Pout if you must.
Research
I will
concluded.
drag us forward into galactic conquest. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to do. I have to drag you kicking and screaming.
Concluded.
So be it. Gateway construction site. Alright. This has been a fairly entertaining episode as far as me ranting. But the cool thing is we're getting these gateways put up so that now we have this perimeter. So if we have a fleet here and we need to move them quickly to here or to this choke point or to this choke point, we can do that. And that should help fend these guys off. Now, the problem is the Silicon Manifold is equivalent to fleet power with us, and I don't like that at all. So we're going to go down here and look at our fleets, and we're going to say, which one of you guys is not complete? Okay, you need 3 more ships than you are. So, we need to be selling more of these, don't we? Yep. Sell more.
Concluded.
What's the price on you guys? What's that ended up being? You're at 4, so you're gonna buy at the end of this month, aren't you? You should buy 200. Let's see. 24492. Yeah. Okay. So what do we got? Oh, and we're selling a bunch of food and we don't need to be. Because we actually need the food for ourselves now because our empire is growing. Alright, so food isn't as big of a problem as I was thinking it was. Okay, so you're saying at 7, buy more of this, and it's at 12 now. That's fine. In fact, if you get a really good price, if you get it under 7, just buy a bunch. I don't care if we go broke for part of a month, it's okay. We damage food from jobs, we could use that. So we want to start getting a 4th fleet ready to go. We have the room for it. So we're going to go to the megastructure. We're going to say, we're going to start with the easy thing.
Construction project concluded.
10 Corvettes, and then we'll go into the fleet manager, template builder, and we'll build it. You, my friend, said, what? Trade down here. Let's continue to upgrade and put anchorage on everything that needs it. Anchorage on all kinds of stuff, because just to upgrade all these. Doing that, like this planet. Where's this one at? You're right there on that gateway. Okay. space backside because it's over a planet. What is this? Okay, hold on. War against to seize claimed enemy systems. If we go to war with them, the Imithurian cartel, which is nice, that means we immediately go to war with the Silicon dudes, and they're going to come after us. They're going to come after me, and I'm not ready for that. So I'm voting no, and we're going to see what happens. Vote for the declaration failed. I know these guys are all going to get antsy and want to go to war. We're not ready yet. A request from the Imithurian cartel. Lately, prophets from the Imithurian cartel have been plagued by horrific visions of death and destruction, tied to the appearance of a great circular object in the sky. Worried that the unsanctioned construction of a ring world in our empire has angered the gods, they ask permission to consecrate it before we finalize the project. Of course. And their opinion of us will be nicer, and the mega structure is halted for 20 days. For 20 days, big deal. For 20 days to make them a little bit happier, I'm totally on board with that. This planet now says I gotta resettle people off of it to the EQ Monopolis because it's maxed out now. So to give ourselves some room to grow on that planet, we're gonna move those people off. Conclusion: as they were meditating on the Ringworld construction platform, the religious leaders from the Imithurian cartel claim they entered a deep divinatory trance, during which they discovered that the Ringworld is not the cause of the ominous visions after all. Though unwilling to give a final answer on the true meaning of the visions, they left us with the comforting notion that what may be may never be. Thankfully, construction can now begin again. Great, that's awesome. This planet, same thing. Let's resettle some people to Iku Monopolis. We'll go in here and resettle clerks. A bunch of clerks. That way it has room to grow. Foreign prime. See, I can actually give you jobs, and you have some space there to do that. Jobs. You have some more jobs, and you guys don't have anywhere to go. So let's do this. We're going to take this artisan jobs 5. We're going to take you and replace you with not the auto curator. Luxury residence. We're going to raise you up and you up to handle the jobs that are lost by doing that. You are running out of space as well. I'm going to give you an additional job. You're almost done, aren't you? Give you an additional job. You can have another research facility. Oh no, you can't. You can have this. Galactic Stock Exchange. Alright. And more bureaucracy, unless there is. Yeah, the Galactic Stock Exchange is already down. Oh, we can do more minerals here. Alright. Gets us going for a little while. Where is this fleet at? Not you. What I want you to do is move to here. You're done. We'll send reinforcements when we have them. Yeah, and so it bought some. The price must have gotten low. And it bought some that month, and it put us in the hole, and that's fine. I'm totally okay with that. Anytime it gets below 7 and you want to spend the money on it, do it. Do it. Yes, we have a deal. Bureaucracy. It says all the growth on it. The next thing it really needs is commercial zone. See, it was below again. The price is staying low, so it's getting hammered. That's alright. I'll take that. We're going to buy these. This is okay. Because we need them. That's the thing. We need them. Megalopolis. What are you building? Shipyard crew. I think those ships ended up in that other fleet. Because that fleet was sitting there and it had extra space because we had done the research to make the fleet size bigger. So it sucked those craft up. So we couldn't start a separate fleet. That's funny. That's okay. It's totally okay, because what we're going to do is go in here, same thing, first fleet. I'm going to pause the game, go in here and say, attack target. I don't want you to attack target. I don't want you to take point. I want you to give me this. First fleet. Give me more of these. Doink. Doink. That's 226. Then you can have either more point defense. One more of those. Yeah, sure. Do that. Second fleet. Let's take a look at you. You can have 2 more battleships. And then you can have another thing here. Let's give you another point defense cruiser. And then third fleet. You sucked up all of those corvettes and now you have 28 of them. So all we can do is give you like another arc one and then another point defense one there. Alien megastructure. The Stakasi have built a gateway. Good for them. Happy for them. Okay. Administration capacity. We're still going to need more of that. Food from jobs. Let's keep doing that. So you guys have been built. Alright, let's do the same for you then. How many Titans can I have? Oh, I can have another Titan. Good, you get one. Mega Lance, Arc, point defense, point defense. Alright. I think we can do 7 of those, and then if we do like point defense, let's see, let's do that and then let's swarm them with the rest. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, do that. That's gonna take some time. Okay, fleets, power. We need more power. All right.
Research concluded.
Rising unemployment on Cormagus. Well, we will fix that problem. Where is Cormagus at? It's CF. Cormagus, right here. You always have this problem with these people, don't you? He's building a bunch of stuff, but in the meantime, we're just going to resell some people. And we're going to send him to the Ecumenopolis. So we'll do that, and then we're gonna go to the Ecumenopolis, and we're gonna say, "Yo, I know you're running out of jobs. You're down to 4 jobs. So here's the deal: these provide housing and jobs. So we're gonna get that ready to go." I've never built 2 Ecumenopolis before. Ecumenopoli, is that the pronunciation? If you want to do the plural, I've never built 2 Ecumenopoli. Gate construction right in the Akmel system. Admiral Akmel. It's a twap. Admiral Akmel. Alright, awareness. Mega structure. Okay, that's great. Give me the actual. There we go. Let's get that one up and running. Want to get more fleet power than Bozo the Clown has over here, which means all of these have to be, you know, Starbase Q. Building up the defense platforms slowly.
Construction project concluded.
So this one is not completely upgraded. Build the Citadel. Give me the defense grid supercomputer. Alright.
Construction project concluded.
All of these got to be done because this is just the way it is. So this defense grid. Yep. So what is it? Because why can't we build that? We don't have enough stuff. Oh, we don't have enough alloys. Well, we're gonna fix that. There we go. Fix that. So go back here. Alloys. Do that. Build that up for now. So I've learned my lesson over several hours of playing Stellaris, and that lesson is don't go to war before you're absolutely 100% ready. That means all bastions ready to go, all bastion defense platforms ready to go, and all ships located in their places. And so I'm going to vote no again, and we're going to see if this fails. It does. We're not ready. We want to go to war. We're not ready to go to war. So I know they're anxious, and they have every right to be. But we're not there yet. And it would be foolish for us to go before we were ready. So that's how this episode is going to end, folks. I'm going to leave it there. Our Federation wants to declare war on their Federation. They want to go to war with the Emetherian cartel, which means we would immediately be embroiled in a war with the people we've been preparing to go to war against, the Silicon Manifold because they are all part of the Zikmok Star Dominion. The Silicon Manifold, the Imithurian Cartel. There's four. They have 4 empires in their faction. We have 4 in ours. That's what this galaxy is going to come down to, is which federation can kick butt. So we know that has to happen. In the meantime, this has been fun. We're gonna continue to creep towards war. Hopefully it'll happen in the next episode. Hopefully we'll be prepared and we can actually start letting the kinetic weapons fly. Thanks for watching. As always, if you guys have a question or comment, drop it down below. If you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. If you've not already subscribed, think about subscribing, if for no other reason that you'll know when I have new tutorial content coming out. I can't speak anymore. I'm done. I'm out. This is Colors Fade. Thank you for watching.